What's going on, people? It's your man the YB back once again. Big shout out to my doggy. Which doggy is it? You best believe it, people. Put a VN1 VC for coming through and boosting up the coin. You best believe it. So we got some breaking news right now regarding the undisputed, unified, the greatest of all time, Sparringer. Yeah, the undisputed sparring champion of the world. Martin Bakole. Martin, I am hard Bakole. Now, I say it a lot, yeah? I talk about documents being leaked exclusively to the YB. But this legitimately was leaked exclusively to the YB by an undisclosed source. Yeah, this confirms of all the evidence out there, there's no evidence out there, but if there was any evidence out there confirming Martin Bakole's reports that he knocked Usyk's head off in sparring, we have it here. And it's been defrottled on YouTube. Only 146 views. Ridiculous. And it happened only 1 year ago. December 2023. Mid-December. 15th of December 2023. This got leaked. And no one's seen it before. That's legitimate, people. Not even one person seen it before. You man are the first eyes on earth who have seen this leak. Crazy. Essentially what happens before I play the video, Martin Bakole's doing an interview. And Usyk's manager comes in and says, this guy is the next guy, the best guy in the world of all time coming up next. Sucks him off, essentially. So the question is, why would he do that if he didn't punch off Usyk's head? Anyway, here's the video, leaked.
Did you see the fight going? How are you going to finish it?
Oh, I'll give him a hard time, but he's a tough guy. If he survives by knockout like Tony Yoka, I'll just keep punish him 12 or 10 rounds and win the fight. And then,
guys, excuse me, this is the future world champion in heavyweights. Trust me, so I've seen him on the sparrings. He is a beast.
Thank you so much. Thank you for coming.
Oops. Busted. Yeah. That obviously is Alexander Krasiuk, Usyk's manager. And to be honest, in my prelude to this video, I didn't even know he referenced sparring in particular, to be fair. I completely forgot that part. So, this adds even more weight. Usyk's manager randomly comes over. It's not like Bakole said, hey, come over here. Usyk's manager jumps all in the video and says, this guy's the next world champion. Trust me. I've seen him in sparring now. I like Krasiuk. He's not like a gas merchant. He's not like, I don't know, pick someone else who just likes to blow smoke. Yeah? That's not his promoter. If Alexander Krasiuk was Martin Bakole's promoter, I'd get it. They all say that. This guy's, if anything, yes, Bakole at that point in December 2023 hadn't done nothing, so he wasn't in the argument for the Usyk fight or the Fury fight or whatever. But still, why would Krasiuk come over into that interview for? Yeah, you have to almost be compelled. If Martin Bakole went to Usyk's camp and got his head punched off, who here thinks Krasiuk's going to jump in the video and say, trust me guys, I've seen him in sparring, he's the business? Really? He just wouldn't say nothing. No, doesn't make no sense. He's got no obligation to say something to suck Martin Bakole off at all. At all. There's nothing there. He's not promoter, he's not manager. He don't arguably know him from Adam. Apart from the only time Krasiuk knows Bakole is from the sparring he's had in Usyk's camp. And he brought it into question. So the question is, what has Krasiuk seen? What has Usyk's manager seen in sparring that compelled him to jump in the video and say, this guy's up next, trust me? This wasn't banter. You wouldn't even banter that. If someone's sucked in sparring, you're not going to humiliate them, right? Let's say Usyk slapped around Bakole. That would be humiliating for Bakole, wouldn't it? For Krasiuk to come along and say, oh, trust me, guys, he's the real deal. I've seen him in sparring. And Bakole's sitting there thinking, oh, this guy's taking a piss. I got punched up. Yeah? So to be fair to Bakole, this is the leak he needed for his career. And I don't know why this hasn't been everywhere. I'll tell you why it hasn't been everywhere. Yeah? The UKR cabal have scraped it from the internet is why. Yeah? 6 likes and 146 views for this kind of leak. Come on, people. Yeah, this is a declassification. The YB has declassified this document for you, man. No more speculation now. I'm surprised. I'm not going to lie. I'm surprised. I was telling you a little while ago, I've gone a bit cold on Bakole. I'm not sure. And listen, sparring is different anyway. When you're in a safe environment like sparring, it's completely different. So it doesn't necessarily mean nothing, as we know. Listen, Usyk's manager saw something in sparring. Now, can you say YB? Well, maybe he saw Bakole sparring someone else. Is that likely? Why would Krasiuk... Krasiuk's only really, in my opinion, going to be at sparring or in sparring situations that Usyk's involved in. Why would Krasiuk be in a gym in Scotland watching Bakole spar? Doesn't really follow. Unlikely. The most likely scenario is Krasiuk was there because he's promoting Usyk / managing Usyk. Krasiuk's with Usyk in sparring. Bakole was flown in and gave Usyk the work. It doesn't mean he knocked Usyk out 10 times like he professes. What this does prove is, though, it could be, though, the way that Krasiuk jump in this video and start sucking Bakole off, he might have knocked him out 3 times. I've never seen nothing like it. Who here's seen, and Krasiuk's an honest guy. Yeah. But who here has seen this before? Who's here seen a promoter jump in there and say, man, this guy's the business, man. Trust me, I've seen him. Where's the other angle here? You explain to me in the comments, all the Usyk homosexuals out there. And again, I'm not saying that this means Bakole will blow his head off in a real fight. But for what this is worth, this does imply, to a high extent, that Bakole gave Usyk the work in sparring. And if you, all the Usyk homosexuals out there, if you disagree, YB, explain to me how and why Krasiuk is jumping in this video, giving it the whoop-de-whoop. Yeah, for Bakole. Where's his incentive? Where is he even getting the information from? If he didn't see Bakole punch Usyk's head off or touch his soft body, where's he getting it from? Oh, YB, well actually Krasiuk saw Bakole punching up some lower level random heavyweight. Do you think that's getting Krasiuk bouncing off the walls? Do you really give future world champion annotations, anointing him as the future world champion, if all you've seen him do is punch up some random bum? I bet Bakole's punched a bunch of random bums. For Krasiuk, a random man who doesn't really know Bakole from Adam, to go over there saying, you're the next world champion, I've seen him in sparring, but we know Usyk's a champion. So that rhetoric from Krasiuk most likely derives from this logical thinking. Krasiuk. My name's Krasiuk. I have seen Bakole punch up a world champion. And hence, this guy was likely to be the next champion. Because I've seen him punch my own champion up. Who's a top, all-time kind of level champion. Even if it's competitive. Let's say it was 50-50. That would still lead you to believe, man, he went video with Usyk, man. He's definitely up next. Oops. So at the bare minimum here, there's no way Krasiuk watched Usyk schooling Bakole. That wouldn't get him jumping in the video saying, trust me, I've seen him in sparring, he's the next world champion. No. It's got to be a 50-50 at the worst. If anything, to be that gassed, it's got to be like an 80-20, 70-30 at worst kind of performance. Bakole put an 80-20 type whooping on Usyk. That's where these Krasiuk bars derive from. And if you've got any other theories where this guy's so gassed off Bakole from, even though he told you himself he's seen him in sparring, what's he seen in sparring? Again, has he seen Bakole punch some bum's head off? Is that going to get him gassed up? Believing he's next world champion? Unlikely. Ridiculous. Man, Bakole could punch a whole bunch of bum heavyweights up. That's not what's getting Krasiuk gassed. One more time for the road, folks.
Punish him to 10 rounds and win the fight. And then,
guys, excuse me, this is the future world champion in heavyweights. Trust me, I've seen him on the sparrings. He is a beast.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
He's a beast, and it's important to note as well, it's not like Bakole said, oh, Krasiuk, come over here. When Krasiuk enters the frame, he says, sorry guys, excuse me. So he hasn't been primed here. He hasn't been told, oh, Krasiuk, come up and... No one's going to do that anyway, right? Krasiuk's not going to go over there and blow Bakole. So something inside, something so compelling, some evidence so compelling inside Krasiuk's mind compelled him to tell the world about it. And he didn't say Bakole Bakole can be a world champion. He said he's the next world champion. Trust me, I've seen him in sparring. He is a beast. So we can say Bakole talks rubbish. We can say his trainer, I forgot his name, talks rubbish. Why would Krasiuk talk rubbish for? Yeah? I'm happy to completely write off what Bakole says and what his trainer says. They all do that. But Krasiuk? Should we just completely discount what he's saying? You're a beast. You're the next world champion. Sorry, I got to interrupt here because this guy's... Wow. Wild. This adds weight, people. I ain't gonna lie. This really does add weight. And to be fair, we just need to see it now. I'm gonna be honest. That Yoka fight, I wasn't impressed. He couldn't finish his dinner with Yoka. Yoka was ready to go from about round 5. He had 5 rounds and he couldn't finish his dinner. So sparring is different. We don't know... Usually when people spar, you're brought in for 3 rounds. Usyk might be having a 12-round sparring day, for example. He brings in you for 3 rounds and this guy for 3 rounds. So it's okay. I'm under no illusions. Bakole's sharp as shit for 3 rounds. Under no illusions. If Bakole versus Usyk was a 3-round professional fight, I'd lean much more towards Bakole. Too big, too strong, too ferocious. Over 12 solid rounds, it's a different sport. Bottom line. Nonetheless, though, the purpose of this video is to say, I think it's fair to conclude at this point, Bakole's not lying. I really have to say that. Again, Usyk homosexuals, you explain this away. You tell me how this scenario could take place. What we've just witnessed. This witness testimony of Martin the Beast Bakole from an unrelated source in Alex Krasiuk. You tell me where that derives from if it's not him whooping Usyk's ass in sparring. The passion Krasiuk has as well. It's not just a fluff. He's properly inspired, like, this guy's neck, man. He's been sexualized. What he witnessed in sparring, what he witnessed Martin Bakole do in sparring, sexualized him for Martin Bakole. That's what I've just witnessed, for sure. And any reasonable man will agree with what I'm saying. Because I'm reasonable. This didn't come from nowhere, people. One more time for the road, you best believe it.
Guys, excuse me, this is the future world champion in heavyweights. Trust me, I've seen him on the sparrings. He is a beast.
Thank you so much. Thank you for compliment.
There you go. High praise there from Usyk's manager. Give us a...
Bosh, mate. What can I say?
Did you see the fight going?
So, people, let me know your thoughts. Do you think Bakole's still lying? Do you think Krasiuk is lying? Do you think Krasiuk's telling the truth, but he didn't whoop Usyk? Okay. Who'd he whoop then? To get sucked off so hard? Come on, people. Be realistic here. He whooped Usyk. It's my base case now. Did he stop him 4 times to the body? That's out to the jury. I wouldn't bet on that at this point still. But I believe he gave Usyk the work. If you watch the sparring between the rounds that were video recorded, regardless of whether Usyk had another 9 rounds to do, or regardless of that fact, I believe, based on his testimony, if we watched the rounds Usyk and Bakole sparred, we would see Bakole whooping his ass. With or without knockdowns. That's what you'd witness. That's what Krasiuk must have witnessed. Stop playing. Yeah? Stop playing. Let me know your thoughts, people. The king of sparring, the undisputed champion of sparring, has been vindicated. Yeah? He is not a stolen Valorian. He earned this valor. He earned these sparring stories. In Alex Krasiuk, Usyk's manager's words. Let me know your thoughts. Smash the like button, subscribe, click off the bell, 100%. There's no doubt about this one. People stop playing with me. Pissing me off.